Hey guys, I hope you've all had a good week at college or school. Well done for surviving another week of lockdown. It's pretty impressive. Christmas songs and all things Christmassy have been helping me through this week. I'm not gonna lie, Cameron keeps telling me that it's far too early for festivities. Anytime I suggest a Christmas film, he says no. Anytime I put Christmas music on, he does tell me to turn it off. But I just love Christmas. Currently I am sat on my balcony with a cup of tea. It is raining a little bit, so I'm going to keep this evening short and sweet. Now I've decided that I'm going to introduce a challenge into each of our CCF Youth Bitesized videos, so don't forget to watch to the end of this video to find out what the challenge is this week. So tonight we're going to be watching another Bible project video, but before I send you over to that, I thought I'd give a little intro. In the last video that I made, I talked about how, because the Bible is so much more than just a storybook, we have to read it differently. We can't just read it like we're reading our favourite book. And there's one section of the Bible that can be quite tricky to read because the imagery is weird and it's just a bit confusing. And that is the books written by the prophets. Now the Old Testament has both major and minor prophets. And do you think there's any difference between major and minor? I certainly used to. I used to think that minor prophets weren't really important and I didn't really need to listen to what they had to say, and that major prophets were important. I think that's an easy mistake to make because minor sounds small and insignificant and major sounds big and important and loud and grand. But that isn't actually true at all. All the prophets were really important and all carried a really important, weighty word from the Lord that God gave them specifically. The difference between major and minor prophets is actually really simple. Prophets whose message and word fit on one scroll were considered minor prophets, and those that needed more than one scroll to write out what they said, those were considered major prophets. So it actually has nothing to do with the quality or weight of the words. What minor prophets have to say is just as important as major prophets. And tonight's video by the Bible Project is called How to Read the Bible Prophets. And I'm hoping that it will give you guys some context about the books by the prophets and help you get to grips with reading them. Because as I said, they can be a bit tricky to read. I'd really recommend you guys heading over to that video and watching it, as in our next Bite-Sized Youth we'll be looking at one of the prophecies about Jesus in the book of Isaiah. So understanding how to read books and prophecies by the prophets will help a lot. That video will come out at the beginning of December, and before that video comes out I have a challenge for you. I need you to find out how many times Isaiah mentions or prophesies about the Messiah coming, about Jesus being born or the work that he will do. When you found out, send me a text, and if you are right, you will get a prize in the post. Just a reminder before you guys go that next week is our next Supersized Youth event. I'll be sending out the Zoom link for that at the start of the week. And enjoy the Bible Project video. The link is in the description below, and don't forget to text me the answer to my challenge.